Green died. Uh, Comcast. Comcast. Okay, it seems we're back. Comcast, yeah. I turned off the factory so that we can get the coal power online without a problem. You should walk to Insomnia. Bring me Insomnia while you're at it. I want a cookie. Okay. So, we now relax a little. And then, when the coal hits the power... I just realized that I probably did not set up water pumps, so the water probably doesn't go back up. I should put away the spiders, though. Yes, I know, I'm concerned about the hydration of the coal, too. I don't know if I should have unlocked a truck. Yeah. Okay, let's put the quartz, the alien corpses. Get back to the power. This just turned on. Nope. I'm gonna grab some of these in case I have to throw together a quick biomass burner over there. The courthouse closes at 4. It opens at like 9 and closes at like 4. It's actually really frustrating how, like, people are supposed to be at work during those hours, you know? Well, they have shifts, right, Cassidy? Like, shops can have shifts. The courthouse can have shifts. Like, I don't see... I have never understood why courthouses have to be the way they are. Especially since, like, in Sarpy County, they ran shifts on the courthouse. So that twice a week, the courthouse could be open till, like, 8 at night. That way, like, you know, people who have to work and such can go do the things they need to do after hours. It's like, I don't know, it just feels weird to me. Like, okay, the judges and all that shit. Insomnia is the other direction. Insomnia is north. Insomnia is, or at least the Insomnia I know about is north on 35th Street, and I'm not going north. I am not going up to 35th Street in order to get a cookie on my way. My back would not make it. I'm gonna take the bus downtown, sit in Battlefield Monument Park, and then let my back recover, go to the civil department, get the copies of the court orders that I need, and then go. talk to my bestie with a printer to see whether or not they're willing to print me off like something again. And if they are, I don't actually have stamps. While I'm at the courthouse, I should buy stamps. And then I can, and envelopes. And then I can go shove that stuff in an envelope for the Social Security Department, so I don't have to go stand in line. And if I can't, then I can just be prepared to spend like all day on Monday or Tuesday kicking my feet at the Social Security office. Name change is complicated. Yep, that's about what I expected. We don't have enough head lift to get up there. Standability? What's that? Did I put these on backwards? I put those on freaking backwards. If I had a brain, I would be dangerous. Oh. Okay, I found the other problem. I didn't power on these at all. And now, those should start kicking in gear. Water should start filling up. Do we have coal in all of you, even down here? Woohoo. In hindsight, I should have run these backward, run one of these backwards so that this one, I should have run it backwards so I could have had a line down here, come up here, turn around and run back. That way I could split off and remerge on either end. But, alas, let's not be wasting coal. We are having some water flow issues, although I think these pipes are starting to fill up. Yeah. So this back pipe here that's the furthest away should be filling up consistently. Okay. So you're on. Well, everyone down here is having problems. You're working. Gonna run another line of power here to account for additional pups if needed. Okay, you're good. You're good. Hi! I will be very social interaction-y once I have this going. Pipe turns too sharply. I think I'm going to go ahead and put one more of these down here for safety's sake. I don't have enough sheet. I don't have copper sheets. Okay. Hi, I can social interaction. How goes the edumacations of the youths? I actually don't need any of that anymore. I do need one more of you. Which means I'm going to need to go get a lot more copper somewhere, which is back there somewhere. Rotor. What does this need? Rod. Okay, let's go get some copper and some iron so we can make some rod and some sheet and get the emergency water thing going. What's the power looking like? I mean, we did just basically throw a 6 times power supply up. So that's good. We just need to get there. Okay. Copper. Ouch. Forgot that the copper was still going to be guarded. The creatures in this game love living near the ores. Okay. And then... we can get the iron, not the copper. The iron. Getting the rods, so I know, normally I'd be bothering you on Discord right now. I just needed to get this up and running. And look, we had internet issues. Man. I want to get this stable, though. And the issue is, as usual, water. It's supposed to be 3 for 8, but I can never balance the water properly without 4. So we're going to go build that 4th. And then we'll tear down the biomass back home, and we can turn on our factory again. We need 15 more sheet. This is not going to be enough copper for 15 more sheet. Blech. You're a sub for a gym class? Nice. I don't know what a solid spiral is, but nice. Oh, goodness. Freaking. Be careful. If you let them, they're gonna like turn you into a gym coach. Okay, we need 2 more rotors. We're going to be able to make enough screws to get that rotor. Yes, haha! Robo-coach. Rip. I mean, there's no good reason why a medical prep school can't have a robotics team. There are medical robots. How did you manage to close stream? Gosh. I could be all dramatic, but I don't wanna. I'm kind of dramaed out. Ugh. I also definitely need to take trash out tomorrow when I go to the courthouse, because that was supposed to be like Monday, and then it just didn't happen because of all the shit and flies. Okay, is this gonna be enough to give me the, like, 2 more sheets I need? Yay. I love all these people who are like having such issues. Okay, is the water situation resolved? It's for you. Not for you. You are our troublemaker. I'm gonna want it on that side of there, which is fine. Don't like you being down here. Because we're about to get you in. Hi, I need one more copper sheet. How are you? Also, what the heck? Why am I... Hi. Waste, waste. Okay, I still need one more copper sheet. So that should be enough to pressurize that central pipe. Let's see if that is actually enough to pressurize the central pipe and resolve our problem, because I think our problem really is like a lack of good pressure. You're full on water? You're not full on water, but you're stable. You're filling on water. Yeah, I think if we get the one more copper and get that pipe set, we'll be able to do it. Ugh. One copper pipe. You don't belong here. Are you having fun? Are you getting all cold up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chirp, 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 chirp. Birdie having fun on the coal belts. Okay. Alt F4! Woo! That's the only shortcut I know. Yay, Alt F4. Control Q, that's like a Linux-ass command. What are we doing? Vimming in my chat? I don't trust that I put that the right way. Okay, you're full. Full. This is what I like to see. A fully pressurized water system. Making all of the coal go online. And giving us a 710 capacity system, 600 active. 600 active. 600 active production means we can go tear down that biofuel, turn the factory on again, get those smart plates trickling in, and start thinking about how we're actually going to fill all of the rest of our requirements, because we have so much crap we're not actually making because I just rushed to this point. Because I hate biofuel. How much do I hate biofuel? That much. Get out of here. Oh. I wish I had a truck to drive back, but we haven't unlocked trucks. We moved power over here, though, so we don't have to shuffle coal, because we have more coal that we can use to increase that power, and then once we have higher marks of higher marks of miner, we can sub out and get even better coal throughput, and then we can just expand the coal power. Rip. I mean, I'm not surprised. She's at work doing, like... she doesn't probably have to do much subbing in for Jim, but, like, you know, still has to, like, make sure that the teenagers aren't murdering each other. Because, you know, sometimes teenagers do that. It was a bit of a problem here a couple of years ago. Like, right around the time I moved here was right after a summer where we had a really, really high teen-on-teen murder rate. And I'm like, yeah. But it's faded. It's gotten better. But goodness, the way people were like, we need to stop the teenagers from hanging out in the corner store so they stop killing each other. It's like, I don't know, buddy. We hung out at the corner store all the time back in Nebraska, and we mostly didn't kill each other. I think there's probably some ongoing socio-political concern that is driving this rush of violence. I swear, it's been 20 years and people still... Oh, more than 20 years. It's been nearly 25 years and people still do that at me. Ooh. Saved. Yay. Like, I know you're being teasy, but, like, I legitimately was hanging out in a different Discord, and there was a trans gal from my hometown who's, like, 2 decades younger than me, who's just like, oh my god, you're the psycho from this story? And I'm like, yes, oh my god, you know me. I swear, you get into one, like, super escalated, gang-adjacent, gay coming out patch of violence where you know, eat someone's ear, and suddenly you're just forever the one that they, like, tell stories about, or something. That's right. I should. Hey, people of Sarpy County, Nebraska, when is my thing? Okay, we have 600. We have 600 production. I'm gonna nuke this because I don't want these getting involved ever again. We have transitioned away from biofuel forever. That's not running at full efficiency, but I don't care. What's our max consumption right now? 250. We're not that far. We're not that bad on max consumption. Okay. What we need to do is we need to go working on some of this. So give me concrete. We're gonna need to get some rod production. How much rod do I have? Not nearly 300. This will give me some rod. How much rod do I have now? Not enough. What have we got rod-wise here? We have a bunch of just ingots that I need to just clear out. So let's just go manually do the rods. Just we get enough of everything else. So let's yeah, yay! But I don't want to send your rod. I don't want to send your rod off to space. I want to keep your rod for my personal use and just send these 300 some extra rods off into the like faraway space lands. Although I am going to need to get like actual rod production going. I'm tired of this. Actually, just 2 constructors. I have a little pad over here. Why don't I just get some rods the old-fashioned way? This doesn't need to get all fancy. Hi, we don't have cable. ISTF. How did we run out of cable? We just cleared a bunch of cable. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that actually means I actually have to get copper going properly. But first, rods. TV? That's so old. Gosh. Isn't that like a boomer thing? I say with my, like, Gen Alpha kids liking TV. I have a friend who watches TV, like, has a legitimate, like, big screen TV in her living room, and I was like, woo. But then she doesn't actually, like, watch TV on TV. She, like, watches YouTube on TV, and I'm like, why do we have this surround system to watch weird history foods? What's with this world? Okay. Let's see if we have enough to kick off logistics directly. We, in fact, do.
Milestone reached. Fixit would like to remind you of your contractual obligation towards efficiency. Recreational use of belts and lifts does not count towards work hours and will put you on the list. Stay efficient. Don't disappoint, Fixit.
I want to use recreational lifts. But fine, no recreational lift use. We have so many screws. We have so many plates. We don't have any copper, though. So I guess that's what we need to do. We need a miner. We're going to need a couple smelters. We're going to need a couple assemblers. And there's copper down there. We'll just get that copper, process it on site, and bring it back. I never built an equipment workshop back here. I'll make 2 of these just in case. Okay. Copper. That's the one. That's the copper I want. That's a pure node, I think. So we can actually get some decent copper production going over here and send back some decent supply of actual stuff. DSL? Whoa. That's like something I had 10 years ago. What a world. Hey, fluffy tail hog. I jumped too late. Untorador, Ungaradu. Untorador, Untorador. Where'd you go? There you are. Da 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 da. Da da die, fluffy hog. Oh, it's just a normal node. No, I thought this was a pure node. There's 2 more over here. Yeah, that's what the node quality determines. If I can get a pure node, I want a pure node. There they are. I don't want to get washed off the thing. Okay, normal node. Normal nodes, they're both normal. This is so disappointing. Well, there's two normal nodes here, so we can work with a full Mark II belt. We just have to power 2 miners. Okay. So when I think about this, we're going to need... We are going to need production of copper sheets, which is 20 ingots per minute to 10. So that's a 20 input. 15 for a for wire. So, and then you do 60 for 30. So, cable production is actually our problematic one. So if we think we can get 60 per minute, basically 20 each, so we can get one of you, 2 of you is 30. 3 is 45, 65. So we can get 2. Wait, no. Okay, we can get 3 copper sheets off of one, 4 wire off of the other, right? 4 by 15 is 60. 3 by 20 is 60. And then we can just take some of the wire and turn it into cable. So let's get these miners up. Because gyms are supposed to be not for hearing things or anything, but for like lots of reverberating noise that then goes on to give the children permanent hearing damage. Don't you know anything? I thought you're supposed to be like a teacher. I'm being such a bitch. Oh my god. Farewell, you. You're gonna get buried under a foundation. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. And then, what is 5? Have a splitter on 5. Good, that's actually what I want. don't know what the heck just happened there, but okay. That's exactly what I don't think is supposed to happen. And we yeah, spaghetti is not actually a good thing, it turns out. Okay, so that's our smelters. Get that verticality going. I mean, yeah, I still don't get why you just aren't allowed. Like, okay, I sort of understand because there's some bullshit going on, blah, blah, blah. But, like, you've just finished a long fucking workday. You should be allowed to work, to take a nap. Like, I swear. Okay, so we've got that, and now this floor will be plates. Hi, that's my alarm reminding me to do that research thing yesterday that I did for you, Sahil. Okay, so we could have 4 wires. So this is our wire. Yeah. I live my life on alarms. 1, 2. Oh. Okay, well, cable's not actually a big deal because we're right by the stuff we need. Fourth constructor, then our 3 plate constructors, and our 2 wire constructors. Oh no! I'm sorry. I know that it's not nice. But, oh my god. Just friggin'. It's like that anime scene where, like, there's the meet cute and the volleyball smacks the girl in the face. And they have to go to the nurse's office, but it's the friggin' laptop instead of the girl. When I'm done, I'm gonna have to go clip that and send it to you because you can't hear. It just crossed my mind when I've done this and when I've figured out the iron rods, I'm not going to have to do any actual manual production anymore. Yay. We're nearing the end of manual production. Don't we feel joy? And then before we get Mark II miners, we have another 2 coal. So we can repeat what we've done coal-wise. And get another 600 power. It's so beautiful. I wish I could be a little edgelordy and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so hard right now, but no, like, it doesn't actually do that. Like, I don't enjoy these games in that sort of way. Okay, that's enough. Also, give me access to my own factory. Okay. Four hours before bedtime is a perfect time for coffee. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Ah. I don't know why Toreador is stuck in my head, but it's okay. So, splitter time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put one more splitter here. And that will tell me where to put my... I am, once again, lacking rod. God damn it. Do I have any random... I have a shit ton of screws. Can I fuse them back into rods? Please tell me there's some iron nearby. Hey, there's some iron right over here. Oh, holy shit. Fucking hell, this is a good spot. I should have started my base here. I mean, it's only normal iron instead of the pure, but... Is this convenient to coal, too? No. Is it convenient to limestone? Nope. Okay, other... Actually... Let's run this down here, because I see that thing up there. I want it. Give me this fancy slug. That's not a slug. Cool-less.
The Summer Sloop was named after Marie Somerville, co-founder of Fixit and head of its R&D department. There are many theories about the origin of this shape and why this symbol mathematically resembling a Mobius strip has found its way into both human and extraterrestrial culture. Thankfully, you don't need to know any of these theories to be a pioneer. Store it for later use. Fun fact: the planet you are on was found and named during a planet spotting event Marie hosted called Marie's Awesome Scientific Search of the Avant-Garde Exoplanets.
Found a cool S. Yay. I thought that was going to be like a red power slug. I was expecting a cool S. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. That should be enough cool rods for now. And then we can run our brand new Mark II belt over. With our brand new Mark II lift. Okay, let's expand our foundation first. I said with our brand new Mark II lift. And then we can group up two of... Actually, wait. 1530, 1530, 60. We don't need Mark IIs. This is still Mark I land. Disregard. And now we can merger on 6. Woohoo! I should get some power up before we get problems. So we're going to be there. We'll run 2 smelters to 1 power pole back here. Okay, and that's going to leave the area. Then up here, Okay, get up here so I can... There. Okay, and then we can get a Mark 1 conveyor. This should be fine with a Mark 1, right? Down. Kick out that way. Get you all configured and powered up to be spitting out wire. Make sure that's connected right. And then I will be able to then split and send some of this wire out to become cable. You're going to be spitting out 30 per minute. So this actually needs to be Mark II belt. I mean, not right here. This can be Mark 1. But then when we get past you need to be Mark II. And then for safety's sake, sanity's sake, you should be Mark II. Although we're gonna, no, we're gonna be splitting this into 2 Mark 1s. So a Mark 1 is fine. Where do we send the other Mark 1? Huh. We'll send it up there. And that can be our way to our cables. So make sure that you're all set up for wire. Ow. I could have such an easier time building like a big flat thing, but I like spotting my world with these stupid little block towers. They're so bad. Okay. There we go. Floor 2. Then we can have floor 3 go down there. And we can get working on getting to floor 3. Okay, this will be our cable floor. So we're going to be having 60 coming up here. Taking a quick look here. Cable takes 60 per minute, so it's literally just... Oh, actually. Okay. Because we can get 3. We'll just this is the final floor. We can have another 4x here. And that'll be plate, cable, plate, plate, plate. And that will go a long way. So let's just go down and get the cables that we need. I'm sure that'll be fine. It's not like we need wire and wire for like everything. I can fit those a little closer to the edge. Hydration, fine. Okay. Yay! And then we can put, and then we can't put our splitters because we need wire for that. Wire time. So we need 2 splitters, 2 mergers, and then we can start shoving everything in a couple of crates and then run some Mark IIs back to base. Brilliant. I did not actually make the wires. It's very convenient to me that we get that 2 wires produces 1, 2 wire machines produces 1 cable machine, and then you need 3 plate machines, so it all just works out. I do appreciate that. Hey, we're out of iron plates. I did not expect to have an iron plate shortage. Oh goodness, I hope 64 reinforced iron plates is enough to get us back. I don't know if it will be. Well, if we get this done and we get this, like, partly sent back and we get ourselves building up a backlog on site, then that's fine. And we are almost, like, actually set up here. That's cool. But we do need some mergers here. Yay! Attention, socializations. I'm going to need to run that up from higher so I can see where the output is. I don't know if I have enough to get everything I'm working on back, but I should be near. Also, oh gosh, it's not going to line up right because it's down there. Yeah. The iron plate shortage is so real. I don't want to have to run back to base. Well, we're going to need more reinforced iron plates to get this working, so we may as well. Oh yeah, and we're not gonna get it all the way back. We're gonna run out of wire before we do. Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, we can get 2 of these before we run out of wire, so... Actually, that's a very straight shot back to the space elevator. What are you? Some random iron. I don't need random iron. We have plenty of plates back at base, and that's what we're running out of. I do need to, like, shove foundations under here so it doesn't look as silly. But that's an aesthetic problem for the future. Oh! It's glitched. Inside, they're glitched inside the space elevator. Sucks to be them. So, how was gym? How was today better than yesterday? Give me the gossip. Okay, I really do not think I am fully utilizing that iron. Okay, fair. Though, I don't know, I would expect there to be fallout from that still. But I also am well aware that I take that sort of thing in use. Oh, yay, E! I want E. Job. Give me jobs so I can get more E. Okay, there, where's the place? There you are. Go away, Cooless. Quartz. Bug. Mushroom. I guess you. Really? Nice. I have to go to my pharmacy, but that's like right up the street. The problem is just I don't have money for it. But yeah, no, yeah, that is true. They get like same day, and E is like common enough that they'll have it for you ready. So cities are just the best. Although I was watching a New York comedy thing earlier this morning while I was dealing with the ongoing epic of my sons and the police. And like, while I was doing that, I was just like, they were talking about third-rate cities. They're loud because they freaking cars, you know? And they're like, oh, the cars need to hear to get out of the way. And it's just like, no, the cars need to just not be in the fucking city. I swear. Ooh. What are you? There's a thing. Oh, it's this.
Compose it into a blood song. The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can understand like some applications for living in the middle of nowhere because I used to work ag and such. But like, yeah, there's a lot of people who just like live in the middle of nowhere for like fun, and I honestly think it's just they got brain rots. They got brain rotted into believing that the city is dangerous. So it's like when I was growing up, you would have something like when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I have a thought. I'm just not able to like get it into my head, or out of my head into my mouth. Oh goodness, that's. I learned that the shuttle, like, I remember telling you once that, like, there was a shuttle. This is not where. Okay, so when I was growing up, there were two things that I really liked that are gone. And you could do them in my hometown, so I refuse to believe you can't do them elsewhere. The first was a tram. There was a tram that went from my hometown up to the big city. That came every hour. And it had a nice little station, and you could go to the station, you could sit, and you could wait for the tram, and then you could take the tram north to town. And it would go all the way north to the so-called bad part of town. And then nearby, like, at that same spot, companies would like send people to pick up your random like 10, 20, 30. Your random people and take them to work sites. 30. Oh my gosh, we can just do a Mark 1 out of here too. I love when things come up, Barb. It seems I am once again in need of your rod, Cassiopeia. Give me your rod. I need it. I need it to build things. But yeah, it's just like even here, it would be a pain to get to like the distribution center. I don't know why. Like just somewhere along the lines, because cars came after trains, everyone was like, cars are better. And anyone who takes the time to look at it is just like, what the hell are you on about? Cars have a couple of good use cases, but they're really only good if you go out of your way to build the world so that they are the best thing there is, and they're not. So let's not do that. Like, the job that I was talking to people about this morning was like, hey, you might be able, we might need you to come to this other place. And, well, I'm more than willing to be like, rah, I'm in Baltimore. I'm not as willing to be like, rah, I'm in other place, because other place is not 500,000 people in a city core and like 5 million people in a surrounding area. But where was I going with this? As I was looking at that place, I'm just like, God, the transit here is terrible. There's like 2 buses that run reliably, and they're like, that's on the northeast border, but like there's that place has 2 buses that run reliably, and they only go to a certain like corner of the town, which is like the bad part of town and where the offices are. And it's like, cool. And every single place for sale in that town is a multifamily unit. It's like, everyone living here lives here month to month, so you can like raise their rents however you please. And I'm like, fucking seriously? You? I don't want to have to like evict someone to live someplace. And also like your everything else though is like freaking not intended. I was trying to see where that was so I could make sure that my output would miss it. I think is going to be fine if I just do that. But yeah, it's just like, ugh, I don't want to pay $2,000 a month for a shitty apartment. Or evict someone to live in this place. Which is kind of the situation. Or, you know, spend $1,000 a month for a 3-bedroom townhouse in a nice part of town that I couldn't get to work from. Like, if they insist on me being there, they're gonna have to send someone to pick me up. It's so stupid. It's like, hello, we would like you to be in this place. Okay, so we've got our production here. Instead of other place, I need a wire. But yeah, it sounds though like it's like they have a secondary office nearby. It sounds like they're probably going to be willing to have me work at the secondary office and then be remote mostly. Like, they're doing a back to office push, but it sounds like they're going to be willing, considering my documented physical disability, to have me be hybrid, and they're paying enough that I can, like, Uber to their local office a couple times a week. But I would still rather not. I don't get why we're like, rah, no more work from home. I mean, I know why we're doing that, because like I was in the conversations and they almost all went, why are we paying, we can't get out of paying rent on these buildings and we're wasting the money if you're not here. Don't you want to do collaboration? And then people are like, you know, I do want to get out away from my wife. And I'm just like, what the heck? Okay. So this is all configured. We have everything configured. We have outputs. You're a little high. That's fine. We'll make a stack here for buffering. Once again, I implore you, Farad. Why am I Boomer Barb? What? I was paying attention to the thing, and I'm like, why am I Boomer? What did I say that was Boomer? Oh, no, they, I wasn't criticizing my wife. These randos, like, wanting to go back to office are all like, my wife nags me to do housework. And it's like, why are you... Yeah, they're all like, it's just these straight people, like, going, I don't want to have to be at home where my wife nags me to do work. I want to be in my fancy office where I can sit around and watch porn. Because that's, like, what they do. Because they don't actually have jobs. And then they make everyone who... like, actually has work to do. Do shit. Okay. I'm just going to bring one line back. So let's drop a merger. Which way is the home? That way. Okay. Let's see how far we can bring these Mark IIs. Can we get them all the way home? We might be able to. Okay, creature, will you get out of the way, please? I am trying to disrupt your natural habitat. Get out of here. We did not have enough. No. But we got close. Let's go bring the power line as far this way as it will come. Ad break. Don't you love them? Okay, we'll need more wire. And we'll need more reinforced plates. And then we can just, like, actually run these things up and have everything here at base. And that's going to be great. We'll have all the copper that we need for a while. And then I can probably be done. And assuming nothing stops me from streaming tomorrow night, we can just run our numbers on this. Do we... Yeah, I think we're not fully utilizing that skill. $47, I hope, is enough. Let's make sure that we've turned off that words. Let's make sure we've turned off the freaking smart plating, because it doesn't seem we're actually delivering any of them. Well, I still want to produce more. Okay. And then we need copper. Gen X is so fucking entitled. Gen X, I say, with being old enough that I have several very good friends who are Gen X. Gen X has this, like, thing where they think that they're the rebels against the boomer message because they were the first generation the boomers neglected. But the economy that was benefiting the boomers didn't, like, collapse under their feet. So, like, oh, you've respawned. Why did you respawn? I didn't know guards could respawn. That's troublesome. But yeah, it's just like, there's a lot of that stuff going on. And I don't like generational garbage because there are good people in every generation. There are bad people in every generation. Like, there are so many, like, little baby Gen Alpha Hitlers running around. But, you know... And a lot of the boomer issue is that, like, the cool boomers died. Like, there's a pervasive attitude of classism and queerphobia and all that crap that runs the world over. And a consequence of that is that people who understand the need for assistance tend to die before they hit the current boomer age or the current Gen X age. Like, even my age. I have friends from school who have gotten cancer and died because they weren't rich enough to pay for proper treatment. Like me, I'm not likely to die anytime soon, but my hernia shit, like, this is fat phobia. And if I had enough money, I know of surgeons who would be like, yo, that's bullshit. I'll fix it. But they aren't covered by insurance, and I don't have the money to pay them out of pocket. You know, it's a similar thing with transness, and all of the stuff around that. And so, like, there's this sense, I think, that people who are privileged in life, who don't run into issues when they're young, who don't have additional problems that come from, like, disability or being trans or things like that, have, where they think, oh, I've made my own way, you can make your own way too, don't be a little lazy. And, like, half the time, or not even half the time, all the time, if you poke at them a little, you'll get the whole lists of people who helped them, who they relied on their whole way. It's like, with nothing but a small loan of $5 million from my parents, it's like, yeah, most of us don't get access to a $5 million loan from the parents, you know? Blah, blah, blah. Complaining doesn't do anything. Okay, I'm gonna move you. You guys being stuck there has bothered me. Okay. Get out of here. And space elevator, I'm gonna move you slightly off to the side. If I can. There you go. Okay. And we should have more than enough power to handle that as everything turns on. In fact, I think that is the max consumption, is the power, so... So the thing about UBI is it would probably immediately lead to a management of, without associated rent controls, would almost immediately lead to a rent market minimum sort of thing, where they're like, hi, you have UBI money, we're going to take all of it as the landlord. And now a studio apartment is whatever UBI value is. But if it came alongside rent controls and some price controls, I think it would probably be okay. What are we missing? Aw, we did not actually have enough. We don't have enough rods. I think utilities and food are big enough market items. Like, they have food less so maybe, but utilities and such have enough of a healthy market that people and businesses wouldn't let them go insane. But I think the rental market is just fucked up enough that people would be like, oh, yeah, it's weird. Just el problema es capitalismo and all that. Where are you, glowing noise? It's a glowing noise thing. I'm making more rods and hoping that there's like a good collection of freaking reinforced iron plates over there, because I just want to get everything up here. Production is on the way, so until and we'd have a buffer at the factory over there, so everything there. Yeah, everyone's kind of brainwormed about everything. Like, part of it is you can't imagine what you haven't seen. Part of it is mythologization and misinformation. So, like, everyone's gonna point to the failure of the Soviet Union and say communism doesn't work. And then they'll point to China and say, see, they've turned out to be capitalist. But, like, it's well understood that the reasons why the Soviet Union failed are complicated and largely have to do with militarism. It's known that elements of what in the US we would call capitalism, not capitalism, what in the US we would call communism have appeared in basically every country outside of the US, Canada, and UK. So, you know, get head out of ass kindly. But just, yeah, it's a lot. Okay. Also, I just realized there's something I can do that I should have done a while ago. I need rotors. Can I make rotors? Let's get things up here. When things get up here, we're gonna get things up here and we're gonna shove them in a box. Where are we gonna shove the box? We're gonna shove the box here. There's our copper box. Get everything up there. But I just realized we have a bunch of plates and screws from overflow. I can make another assembler and just be churning out more reinforced iron plates. We have rotors. Let's just do that then, before we go anywhere. Just a half-assed little thing there. It's there, up there at the top, right? Oh goodness. We're gonna have to handle it because we have them grouping up here. Yeah. This is actually not great. No. There are things that can only be produced automatically, but nothing that can't be produced automatically. There we go. Vicky's fun. More reinforced iron plates. Okay, I think we have screws coming out soon. Yes. Yes. Okay, we have screws. That's okay, we're almost done. I just want this to be filled. There we go, prime it up. And that should give us, because that's been our deadlock for belts, and now that we have Mark II belts, we're going to want that rolling through. And now we just need to run our belts up to here, and we can consider that a stream. Just... I continue to be angry about your situation to a probably unhealthy extent. I don't like that I don't see things here. Let's get, you know what? If we don't have supplies coming back, then that's a problem. So let's make sure that we do. I'll get rid of the edge just in case I need some. Let's just go make sure that things are actually coming out the other end. Don't like that noise. Okay, we have enough power. So we shouldn't have a problem. This clipping doesn't matter. Thanks to Fix-It Technologies, marvelous matter semi-dematerialism process. Okay, nothing's coming out the other end. That is concerning. Because I never turned on the smelters. Hi! And now everything can work. Oh, if I had a brain. Let's just wait until all those lights turn on. Those belts are not fast, but their capacity limit is the output. So these should be fully capacity utilized. If I only had a brain. Okay, you're all green. Production is running. Are we getting outputs? Let's just do a quick run through, make sure we have outputs. We have wire. We have sheets. We have cables. No, I'm not going to save my game now because we have like a tiny little strip to build. And we have no threats en route. Should this be a truck? Probably. I don't have trucks yet. Will it eventually be a train? Probably. Get the hell out of here. I don't want you breaking my power lines. Even though you don't do that. Hey, I forgot that we had rods. All that fucking manual rod production. I went ahead and actually, avoided it. I don't think that's going to be enough, but we do have you coming through? Oh, let's prime you. Okay. Because we do not have efficient overflow to support two of those. So it's going to need to get primed occasionally. That iron over there, I think we will mostly use for actual constructor things, and then I'll see if there's any extra iron down there. I don't think there is, though. Okay, Mark II belt. Come on. Mommy wants to check her email, see if she has a job offer. We are 14 plates shy. That's not 14 plates. But I think we can make 4 plates, and that'll be fine. And then we can get that copper into storage. Two. 3. And after 3 hours, we have coal, and we have copper. And it's on its way. Look at all that beautiful random garbage. Haha. Yes. We have wires. A lot of wires. We have plates. Less plates, but you know what? I can live with it for now. I'm actually concerned about the amount of wire coming through. compared to plate and everything. Where's the cable? There's the cable. Yay, we have everything. After much putting off, we are going to be able to get field research going. I'm going to field research, and then I'm going to go. So, and we'll save on the exit. Assuming, of course, that we have 300 wire here, which I don't think we will. No. Okay, that's going to take forever, so we will field research next time. Yay! Thanks for coming by. Let me get into my bedroom, where I've blocked the view. I'll fix that later. Oh, nope, we have a chair here. Yay. Save the game. And who do we have to raid into? We have Fishy. Ooh, Fishy's playing something fun for once. Goodness, like everyone I follow is doing stuff. It's got a VR chat. We've got Thrown in Liberty. Got someone who's just streaming while they work and study. Got No Man's Sky. You know what? No, Fishy gets it just because I want to watch Hollow Knight. Let's go see how much trouble Fishy's having with that game.